Mavericks are playing at the Lakers. So the Mavs are currently the 5 seed in the Western Conference. The Lakers are the 10. They're a game below 500. The Mavericks are actually 12-7 ATS on the road. That is now the best overall mark in the league. Actually, they're a tick behind the Kings because the Kings did cover last night, but they lost the game to the Suns, and they blew a 22-point lead with 8 minutes to go in the game. Incredible. The Lakers are only 8-12 ATS at home, 13-7 to the under so far on the year. Yep.
I love how they're doing this now. Your marquee primetime games are middle of the week and putting this one on ABC. And, as we talked about, as Julian was just on, what's going on with the Pelicans in a couple games, but specifically Dallas. Dallas has a ton of weird losses when their opponent has been sitting key guys, and then they have some big wins with Luka out. What's happened? They beat the Knicks without Luka. They had another big win without Luka the other night. And they got boat raced by a couple teams. And Julian pointed out the Pelicans game. Pelicans sat everybody and beat the Mavs. But with this one, it's, how much does Ham tinker with the lineup? And have they found something and finally did something click as they beat OKC and look good and now laying points at home against the Mavs? And they got to get going here. I mean, they are plus 115 to make the playoffs. That's it. LeBron and AD, again, I keep repeating myself, but you have to. They're playing this well and aren't missing games. And this is their record? Under 500? Come on.
Yep. So a good win the other night against OKC. Maybe that was the beginning here of something for this team. Remember, Paul, they took off around this time last year. And they were, I bet them at a really big number last year. I think it was like 47-1 here at Circa to win the West. When they were down and out, they were worse last year than they were this year.
Well, they had to get rid of the vampire. They did that. They got rid of Westbrook.
And it did turn around for them.
They had to get him out of there, and they made a lot of key changes. And to what you just said, is there help on the way? Do they make a trade? Does Golden State punt on the season? Do they get a Zach LaVine? Do they make a big trade and try to grab a Kuzma or something like that? So I think Pelinka will be busy at the deadline.